Welcome back to another episode. And today is a fun one. This is one I'm looking forward to doing. And that is asking a question. It's a loaded gun question, isn't it? It's fascinating to me. I created a couple of videos. I created the Zelda's 25th anniversary video and cool Zelda stuff that I filmed at my friend's video game store, Game Deals, where he was showing all of his Zelda collection. The videos were fun and well received and all that great stuff. People seem to like his collection, which is awesome. But I started to notice arguments start to happen throughout both of these videos that had nothing to do with the videos themselves. It was to do with, is Zelda an RPG? And I would read these things and I was like, wow, this is a subject that a lot of people are very, because these were huge arguments people were having. I was kind of smiling to myself reading it. I was like, wow, people are really upset about this stuff. So, it's funny. So I started thinking about it myself. I'm like, is Zelda an RPG? And I played them all. I played them all since the very first game. My take on it is this. I think Zelda is an action-adventure game with, item manipulation, if you want to call it that. But that's kind of what I think it is. Is it an RPG? There's a lot of argument that says it is. Is it just an action-adventure game? There's a lot of argument that says it is. So, you know what? I don't have the answer to this. How could I? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Game Deals, my local video game store, and I'm going to bring in the camera and ask people who are hardcore video gamers who walk in the store, some who work there, some who just walk in, if Zelda is an RPG and see what their response is. It might be fascinating for all of us. And after that section, I'm leaving it to you guys in the comments section down below in a video response. Please make a video response. I'd love to see it. I love video responses. Let's tell everybody. Let's end this argument. Is Zelda an RPG? It's the funniest thing ever. It's so controversial. So here I go. I'm gonna go to Game Deals now, and we'll see what other people have to say about it. Is Zelda an RPG?
Yes and no. It doesn't have any traditional RPG elements like leveling up, allocating skill points, anything like that. So it could be argued no. It could also be argued yes in favor of the fact that the essence of an RPG is to essentially play a character as you would play them. And that is the reason Shigeru Miyamoto created Link as a character. They wanted Link to act as a placeholder character for people to experience adventure, which, if you want to get that way, is kind of like the spirit of an RPG, but it's always been a loaded question, and I would say it is and it isn't.
Is Zelda an RPG?
I think Zelda is an RPG because, well, looking back to Zelda 2, you level up and you boost your stats, like your attack stats, your magic stat, and your health stats, and it relies on that to see how much health you have and to take more damage or deal more damage using your attack.
Is Zelda an RPG?
I don't think it is, because, well, he's got his own personality, he's his own person, and you're playing through his journey, his tale, sort of thing. You play as him, but it's two different people. It's like you're controlling him, but he's his own personality, his own individual.
Is an individual.
Yeah.
But you think it is an RPG?
Well, kind of in a way, because like in Skyward Sword, you can like decide what things he says to other characters. Like it gives you the option of like responding in different ways to like what people say to him. So
yeah,
I guess
Zelda's the guy who's in Super Smash Brothers, right?
If Zelda is an RPG, then I might as well consider the Metroidvania games as RPGs as well.
Question is Zelda an RPG?
No, not by what I think of as RPGs anyway.
My first instinct is to go with no. I've always been told that Zelda is an RPG. Everyone's always describing, oh yeah, Zelda, it's a great RPG, but I've never felt it. It always just seemed like an action-adventure game to me.
But what are the reasons for it being an RPG?
Well, because you're taking it from the perspective of Link, and everyone's talking to you as if you're Link kind of thing, right? The only argument against that I could see is that you're not actually like as him, you're just kind of seeing him, but you're controlling him still, right? It's his story.
Well, there's no leveling system, so I would say it's probably more an action platformer game. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, it's got some good elements of what would be an RPG, like an action RPG, but I would say it's more. I would say no.
No.
And what's your reasoning?
Because it doesn't have the character building.
Is Zelda an RPG?
Well, yeah, because one, you're following Link's storyline, and everybody can go their kind of own way with it, so it's not like one set storyline like, I guess, non-RPGs are.
Yeah.
Because RPGs, like, you can go whichever way you want. You don't have to follow one area. Everybody has their own way to finish a Legend of Zelda game, so...
Is Zelda an RPG?
Yes.
It is an RPG?
Yes.
And what is your reasoning for that?
Because you take on the role of a particular character and go on quests and adventures that don't have to be in any specific order. And it seems too important to be an action adventure because everyone plays those, but not everyone plays Zelda.
Interesting stuff. I was in game deals for about 4 hours as different people came in and I asked them that particular question, is Zelda an RPG? And it was interesting, all the different arguments why it was, all the different arguments why it wasn't. But the one thing I did learn through all this is that it's a very controversial subject. It's one that's like, oh God, it's who cares, right? One would think that, but a lot of people do care about this. So definitely, guys, as I say, leave a video response, leave a comment below, tell everybody your opinion on is Zelda an RPG or not. It's one of those ones that we'll never maybe get to the bottom of. And remember, Zelda is a very long series, so there's many different, some of the games are very different. Majora's Mask is very different to Zelda 2, obviously, stuff like that. So you got to take that into consideration as well. So I just thought I'd bring this to the table, have a bit of fun with it, show some people's opinions on it. Anyways, guys, until next time.